Okay, so this is gonna be a strange video because for the past month or so, or maybe like the month before that, the kind of schedule is a bit off. I haven't been. I've been trying to do streaming, on and off here and there, but I'd often find myself in an issue where I would be trying to, well, I guess I don't know what's the word. I guess like please some imaginary audience. Well, the issue with that would be that I'd often be stressed because I'd be talking to nobody and I'd be like really upset and stuff. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to be comfortable with the silence, right? With like nobody here to like watch me, except the only person watching is me. So I thought today I would do. I've been trying to work on a little command application, command line application, um, and it's like a really simple task manager. The entire goal is it's called Keep It Uppy, by the way, as you can see over here. Um, it's basically a little. Sorry, don't mind me. It's a little task manager in which it helps show you tasks that you haven't paid enough attention to. I say tasks, they're more like skills. So for example, like drawing, for example, like streaming. I guess streaming isn't a skill, but you get the point, right? I can show you a quick demo of what it looks like. So if I go over here and I have it in my environment variables, so I can do KU, and it'll show me things that I haven't done. Okay, so for example, I haven't been drawing, I haven't done my game engine work. I did learn C++, I'm up to date with that. I haven't applied to a job streaming, and you might be wondering what this is all about, and we'll go over that in a moment. So you can do other features. If I do Q help, it will show you like the following things you can do. You can add tasks, you can remove tasks, and you can update tasks. But there are issues with this task manager, right? So, for example, if I go to todo.md, there are a few issues. Like, for example, I need to refactor the code, the original code. I need to do support for Linux. I need to make it successfully compile in MSVC because I don't expect everyone to be using Mingyu or Clang. I say this because the thing is, this task manager initially was designed for me in mind. It wasn't designed for like end users and stuff. But I thought, I think as a neat activity, it would be okay. Like, let's say, for example, I want to ship this product for a multiple platform users in mind. Like, what would I do? So this, I think, is a bit important. Um, Being able to like support like multiple compilers. It works with Mingyu, GCC, and Clang. I say GCC, I mean G++ and Clang++. For MSPC, I haven't tried. I think it works with Linux, but with the current implementation, because it requires like the exe path. It's not going to work on Linux. Linux has like a different implementation. So it's fine if I do it in the Windows implementation for the time being. Okay, cool. Reformat the way the data is stored, similar to a CSV file. This one is a bit of a strange one because I don't think so it's that important. Have a way to have a variance in how frequently you need to deal with tasks. Okay, so basically like a interval thing. Better arg handling. We'll go over that in a moment. Here's the other issues. So I was unironically using the task, or shall I say tool. Keeping in mind, this is actually a tool that I made for solving a real problem, which is how do I juggle all these tasks that I want to master in, so all these skills and all these tasks that I need to do on a at least a daily drive, without just like getting overwhelmed with how much I need to do. And I think this is kind of the answer, because I always have like a command line open. I can it doesn't take, oops, this is the wrong thingy, this is the terminal. It doesn't hurt to just type in KU, right? So the first issue was, eventually I'd have an issue where everything is red, and I think to myself, oh my god, I have a lot to do, right? This isn't exactly the way. You shouldn't be. This is strange. Why is it doing that? Oh no. Okay, so this stream is going off to a great start. But yeah, if I type in KU, I don't like how there's an overwhelming amount of red, right? It would be nice if I can say like, um, oh, there's all these red things. Here's whatever the top thing is, do that one first at least. Some tasks will end up staying red for much longer. Yes, this is true. This is evident with drawing. I found that despite me trying to, get better at drawing, this usually ends up being left like really, really long. Um, so yeah. The other issue is when you want to remove a task, it has a chance of deleting incorrectly. We'll go over that in a moment. And some tasks need to be more frequent than others. Yeah, so this is basically the interval issue. It's like, for example, let's say, for example, I want to start walking every 3 days. Okay, um, but I don't have a way to set that. So that's what I need to do. So the thing is, you might be wondering, okay, that's cool and all, but like, what are you going to do? Because it's clear to me, you also, what the hell is going on with VS Code terminal? That is stupid. What's the point if it's just gonna? So as I said, what are you trying to build if the product is already there? And the thing is I already made this thing. Okay. Um, the issue is as you can see behind, is her name Marissa? There's 375 lines of code. I could probably do SCC, by the way. I could do SCC main.cpp. Um, there's 375 lines of code with 42 comments and so 254 lines of code. Okay, cool. This isn't acceptable. I actually did get this to be code reviewed, but there were a lot of issues with it because, for example, I'd do a lot of copy and pasting and stuff. Apparently, with the person who code reviewed my code, they were very harsh, by the way. It was like, oh my god, this person is like, shows zero mercy, doesn't care if you're a beginner. There was a lot of reading to do, and it was so annoying, which is strange because I did tell them I am a beginner. So, anyways, that's beside the point. There are some things I can learn from it, and one of the main reasons why this is such a large file is because I initially thought I might as well just put it in just one file. But over time I realized that, let's say for example I want to build like a entire toolset. It doesn't really matter if I do it in one file. I can do it in multiple files, and doing it in multiple files, ideally for me, is probably easier to manage, right? So I've been working on like kind of like redoing the entire task manager. So this is the new quote unquote main, okay? It's just basically a task manager object, right? Um, it's a task manager object, and in task manager, it's a class. There's two classes that we use. We use a task class and we use a task manager class, right? Um, this I need to learn a bit more. I don't, as far as as what I know with classes in C++, is about the same as much as how much I know about like Java classes and JavaScript classes and C# classes at like I guess an entry level. So I am aware of things such as like operator overloading, which is kind of useful for when it's time for me to put all the tasks into the file again. The kind of idea I'm going for is just basically as soon as the program is instantiated, right? Instantiated, run, whatever, just load all the tasks into the task manager, okay? And then just do your commands that you need to do, alright? And then once you're done, just put all the tasks back into the file, because the tasks are stored in a tasks.txt, right? It stores the session time, the last time the code was used, and it stores the name of the tasks and the time it was last used, right? But the other issue was that if you go to main, aside from the fact that every different function that I did, I would do the exact same thing. There's literally no point of me doing that. I'm trying to find the example. This is update. Okay, remove. Okay. The issue was I would, for some reason, I can't seem to get it to properly delete 2 of these lines and then put everything back in the file. It would just end up like messing up for no reason. And I think at that point, there's literally no reason for me to like directly like deal with each string. It's much better for me to treat it as like one, like one object or like one struct or whatever. So that's kind of like mindset I'm going for. It's like if I can at least treat everything as one object or one struct or like one yeah, you could tell I'm like a beginner the way I'm describing stuff, but yeah, if I can treat it like that, then it's a lot easier for me to at least add and remove and do whatever kind of manipulation I want to do. Okay, so let's do some work. First issue is firstly, I don't need to do this for the time being. I could probably just print this out instead of doing this all this like output stuff. I'll just go ahead and just do this. But it would be nice if I can at least see that, like, oh hey, like whilst this object is going out of scope, it at least deletes the thing. When I was going through the code review, they seem to like really hammer on the idea of RAII, which is, if I excuse me for a minute. Resource acquisition is initialization, right? So once again, I don't know what RAIA is. Why is that? Oh, just give me a minute. Let me just pause this for a minute. How do I pause and thingy? Okay, you're gonna have to deal with this for a moment. What? What is? Oh, bro. Oh my days. I hate Skype. Oh my god. I hate Skype so much. So stupid. Such a stupid app. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I had to write for a minute. We're just gonna go ahead and just print out a task, and I might as well just don't use a string. Literal, use a character, car literal, because no reason to do it like that. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do term. Oh, bruh, I need to go back to normal mode. Okay, I just need to type down. What do I need to type down? Oh yeah, bro. Oh, look at this. It does it for me. Right, go to this. It's going to do its compiling. Very awesome. Very cool. I'll just do dot slash q. All right. 0 empty file. Right. That's because empty file is example. We're using example here. So for some reason it says that it's an empty file, which is strange. I don't know what RAI is. I feel like I need to see what the whole fuss about RAI is. RAII. A resource acquisition is initialization. Okay. So if input.gcount, which returns a input.gcount returns something, but I don't know what it returns. I could probably search in input if it should be the IO stream. So if stream gcount stood iStream gcount. Oh my god, white mode. Return value is just give you a minute. Okay, so I don't know what gcount is doing. Maybe I'm using the wrong file. Maybe I'm supposed to use output. No, but then output is creating a new file, which is not what we want. We want input. Input. The gcount is a member function. It's a method, sorry. What the hell am I talking about? Input get line dot. Can I just get the size? Input dot file. Oh wow! God, I hate Chrome. Oh my god, I'm having a great day. Istream car size. Okay. Light mode, amazing. The gcount is returning something. No, it shouldn't be returning anything. If it's equal to 0. Okay, so we've got our first issue. For some reason, it thinks that there's nothing inside of gcount. Is that input the string? Okay, input the gcount. Can I like get no? What did I do last time? In the beginning, in order to init something, I had to check to see if we even had something in the first place. Remove, update, print, main. Okay, so we did this. Okay, we used the arguments. Alright, if get exe path, if has no task file, if info g count is, and inf is just expected to, right, inf is just expected to just have thingy off the bat. Maybe we're doing something wrong. I think we're doing something wrong. What's task manager.cpp? I really shouldn't have it like this. I could probably close this, I don't need this. Input a G count, input the open file path, and then I need to do input. No, but then again, I did do input or open file path, right? I feel like a whatever animal does the same thing again and again and again, expecting something different. I guess that's what they meant by like insanity, huh? Virtual insanity. Virtual insanity. What do I even do in this? What do I even do in this situation? Can I like pass in file path inside? I don't think so. It doesn't even. I don't think so. It takes anything. Oh my god. Um. Well, we can't have an empty file because it's literally not empty. You know what we could actually do maybe? So when it's being initialized, is equal to a if stream, because I is for if stream, right? I mean I is for input. So if stream, and it's just gonna be file path, right? Sorry, file. Yeah, sorry. And output is just gonna be the same business. Okay. Now let's see if this actually does anything. I could probably delete this and I could probably move this down. Oh. Oh, darn. But this also probably means I need to delete that. I need to shift P, I, there you go. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna do this. It's gonna keep thinking, it's gonna think about it. Oh, for God's sake. I really don't want this to be a case where I'm going to be stuck doing the same thing again and again and again until I expect it to do something different. How do I check if a file is empty? Ah. If stream, okay. Let's do that. Yeah, sure. This is assuming this works. Oh, but p file isn't a thing. We have something called a ice input.peak. I assume input is the is stream. Yep. So you have input.peak. If input.peak is equal to std if stream traits type e off. No clue what any of this means. Let's just hope it works. Awesome. Amazing. Okay, cool. Okay, you had your fun. What's going on? Oh, it's empty. Wait, hang on a minute. Listen. Sure. Sure. Okay, let's close this. Let's try running that one more time. Oh, hang on. Oh. Oh, okay, no, I know what's going on. Don't do this. This is ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking doing that. Okay. I'll do this. I'll just type some words. Okay. Gonna close that. And I'm going to just run this. And it works! Ladies and gentlemen and NBs, I guess. It works. I don't know what else to say. Thank you, Stack Overflow. It's nice to know that I'm doing the exact same thing as if I could have just typed down a prompt on ChatGPT. But at the same time, you know, I have some respect, okay? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's illegal just using ChatGPT. Unless if you're like really, really desperate. But even at moments when I'm like really desperate, for some reason, ChatGPT is useful and all until it's time for me to actually like need ChatGPT. Which for some reason it just decides like, you know what, fuck you, I don't want to work anymore. So yeah, love for ChatGPT, I guess. So we've got a new issue, and it's I would love if we could at least do a std count, and it will just print out the size of whatever, which is the task size, so we know what we're working with. Because for some reason it's decided it doesn't want to work. The size is 0. So once again we're working with whatever. I feel like so honestly I feel like I'm doing something wrong here because was it? I think it was important to at least make a check. Just at least check then. You know what's insane? Nvim for some reason doesn't have it for some god awful reason Nvim doesn't have multi-line editing. Like, what's the point? I don't understand like what you get out of doing that. Because like VS Code does it. Speaking of VS Code, I don't know why this isn't working. It's an empty file, which it isn't because we haven't actually opened the file first of all. So this is maybe. Sorry, I just got like a cat jump scare. What am I doing? Okay, so we open the file, right? Or maybe we should just do that because the comments make sense. We open the file, we check to see if it's empty. Otherwise, we're just gonna go ahead and do our business. Oh, wrong thing. It works. Awesome. Amazing. I love life. Life is worth living for, after all. I could remove this. I think I'm fine without it. Oh, but then just in case. No, but if you can't find it, then there's no. I wonder. So I'm gonna do something silly, and I'm just gonna rename it to example 1. .txt. And I'm just gonna run this and see what happens. Right, so it doesn't actually make it. So this might be the right code to just at least still have the thingy, the error. That is infuriating. There we go. Sometimes I do the mix between using the actual normal text editor motions and the Vim motions. It's weird because I've recently going backwards with my choices of tools. I've been using Visual Studio Community a lot, not Visual Studio Code, which is strange because like I feel like I was like destined to go to the Nvim world. With all this like, you know, nice shifting and stuff. But honestly, I think this is probably like a life lesson for me. It's like, work with whatever works best for you, right? Everyone keeps saying, oh, like, Vim is a new way because it will make you become like some 20x, 4 million x developer. Oh, can we 10x this? Can we? It's all jargon to me, man. It's all jargon. This is like nonsense made by big tech. Nonsense made up by big tech to make you buy their silly little programs and their silly little clean code books and stuff like that. So I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. So yeah, if we're unable to read the file, then we will just like do that. unable to read file. Okay, cool. We could also just initialize a file, you know. I'll just put the okay. So no, we're that's good. That's actually what we wanted. I will have to do that. Control KC was actually so much useful back then. I can probably delete this because the debug is had its purpose. It's, it do be purposing. Let's go ahead and run that. Okay, so we're in a bit of a kerfuffle because I need to do G, V, Shift G, W, yank. I should have done X actually. This, paste, delete, move to recycling bin. Sure, I'll delete it when I have the chance. Do /q, it will return 4, and it should still work. Yeah. What happens if I run q again? It'll still run 4. Okay, right. I guess you'll just move the cursor to wherever. Awesome. Why is it returning the size again? I forgot. Oh yeah, we don't need this anymore. All these silly ND bugs. I should probably do that. I should probably make a macro so that when it's time for me to end debug, it will just like get removed. Yeah, okay. We're thinking way too ahead of ourselves. So the next thing I want to do is, okay, so we have task toString, we have toString. We need to have a new function called add task. So currently task is empty. To do v shift g delete, cool. Task is empty. We will just return an error saying that yo, just add some tasks, I guess. Empty file, add tasks. And I could probably just say like just print help, I guess. And another thing that might be helpful is just make it red. If it's empty file, then you'll know that but we need to be able to ooh. Ooh, okay, no, I just realized I did something. Cause what I do in my app, right? It also stores the previous session, and if it's an empty file, then that's just an error. So what we want to do, should we at least put the thingy, the session? I feel like it might break though. Okay, so let's just write down. So here's the thing. I need to stop using ctime because Microsoft. So I say Microsoft. I meant MSVC. MSVC freaks out when you use time. It's not often. It says that you have to use this version of time called time TS. No, sorry, it was like it's ask time. Sorry, ask time is S3. There's like ask time S. You're supposed to use. But ask time comes with its own issues because then you have to do some more editing and more editing and more editing, and it's like, what's the point? So I figured just use something else in the Chrono library, and Chrono does come with something else, which is the stood chrono hour, stood chrono duration. It's just old stood chrono, man. I was really tempted to use the namespace stood chrono, but because this is in a header file, that would mean that everything else would be using namespace stood chrono, which is not a good practice if I remember correctly. So we know the first line is going to be this session. I think task manager should store last session. Yeah, I think that's okay to do. So we have file path. I'll probably separate this. And yeah, this seems neater. I don't know, is that pedantic to do? Just like worrying about I can't use an auto keyword because that wouldn't make any sense. Whatever timestamp. Stood chrono, I could probably just copy this. Last session. Yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah. Last session is last sessioning. Very cool. Oh, we need to do. How am I going to convert that from a string to time? Oh, I haven't deeped that actually. Huh. I can't. Okay, so I can't. This is strange. There's definitely a function called timecast or something, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's duration cost. Huh. Ooh, light mode. I love light mode. I love it. Time. Stood chrono. I love stood chrono. It's giving me studs right now. Yeah. If it was better to say stood rather than STD. I know by myself I will call it STD because it doesn't actually give me some stud. I shouldn't be laughing at my own joke. That's horrible. It's bad. That was a bad joke. So we have a stood chrono high resolution clock now. Okay. And I don't know how to test this. I mean, I could just probably open up like Nvim or something. Nothing's stopping me from using Nvim. Not in that though. Why would I do that? You know what? I'll say just like screw it. We have a thingy over here. We could just do it over here. We have this. We have that. We have whatever. Const auto. Const auto now is equal to stood chrono steady clock time point, or is it now? And then if I do stood count now, that isn't doable. Right. What do I do in this scenario? I can probably close main.cpp. I feel like I'm already deviating away from it enough. Maybe not study clock. Can I use system clock, by the way? System clock is now. They also have a now function. Alright, so that's good. Because system clocks, I think, makes more sense. Now, does now have any members? Time since epoch. I could probably get away with time since epoch. But now, once again, it's going to be upset because now time since epoch. What did it return? A stood chrono clock duration. What? None of this makes any sense. Stood chrono time since epoch. Thing is, I'm pretty sure MSVC was okay with me using time T. Is time T deprecated? Is time T deprecated? Wait, what? Who's MUSL? Ah, yeah, anime things. Oh. Yeah, anime. Okay, so Mutual Lipsy. Never heard of this. A new Lipsy is striving to be fast, simple, lightweight, free, and correct. Amazing, awesome. We do stood chrono, duration cost, stood chrono, hours, P1 time since epoch count. Okay, so I could do a duration cost. Maybe that's what I'm missing in life, a duration cost. Maybe that's what we're all missing in life, a duration cost. Stood chrono, duration cost, which takes in a... It's types, right? They need a type. Okay, so I'm so used to using Opera GX. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like I am a filthy Opera GX user, and it is. Let's just say it's been hard. As a filthy Opera GX user, it's been hard. Everyone keeps reminding me that, oh, you love selling your data to the Chinese government. And I think to myself, like, damn, I really do. I really love that idea. I do all this talking where I sound like I'm like low-key unhinged. I don't know if that makes me seem unhinged, but now dot time since epoch. But I feel like feel like I don't think so that's really suitable. Well, I say suitable, I mean like it doesn't really like pop off in a it doesn't pop off in the scene of like programming. Like you think of content creators like, you know, I'm Dante's and how they like give like really like out of order or out of pocket advice. And like, you know, it's funny and all, but like if you do the same thing, unless if you're like a level 100 like programmer, which I'm not, I'm like in the bit, I'm in the bridge between beginner and intermediate. Um, I've got a long way to go. Uh, yeah, I don't know how you'd pull that off. I know one of my friends actually followed me on Twitch because they want me to be like unhinged. But I don't know if they were thinking of me being unhinged as in like just screaming in the mic all day and stuff. I don't really have that luxury. You know, I'm literally doing this video at like 1:13 in the middle of the night because that's the only time I can actually stream. Um, wouldn't talk about why, just understand that's the case. Stood chrono duration cost, stood chrono hours, not time since epoch count is just basically going to tell us now and then now again. If I can somehow do see the thing is it's a string now. I can oh this is annoying. Let's just say let me just store that value real quick. So let's say for example this value, right, it's but when it's being put into the function, what's it called again? The function so whilst did get line, right? So whilst it's being get lined, okay, we're gonna pretend that it's returned as a string. So we'll do string. What on earth is wrong with me? I can't believe I did that. That is tweet worthy, by the way. Stood string, stood, okay, and it's just gonna take in yes, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay, cool. And what does count return? It returns an int. Oh. Oh wait, no, you know what? That might work in our favor. I'll just quickly comment this out because I don't need this for the time being. I wouldn't want to be able to be doing, but I do need time task manager just in case. Okay, just in case. So we have stood string, right? And we do, let's just say for example we have const auto now, stood thingy now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We'll do a stood string, I'll do just do int sesh. Okay, it's just gonna be equal to integer string to integer. There was this function called if I can find it, Windows.cpp. There was a function like where you can convert a long to a string to a long. Don't know what that is. I guess this is when it's time to process. We can look at like maybe the print function. So it gets a function xpath task.txt. Okay, it gets a session, gets line, task. We're almost at the hour mark, and I know we didn't make that much progress, but it's fine. Get line, vector task, task timer. Atol, Atol is for. Okay, so I guess No, but that's gonna make a long. Is there like an integer version? I assume so. Atol is for Atoy is char to thingy. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Okay, cool. So we need a constant char string, which we can actually just do str.c string. We love C++. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. And we do int sesh is equal to atoy. Okay, cool. And let's just say the int. No, we don't want that anymore. We need to now be able to get the current time and the last time. So if I do, I can do std count, std chrono, duration cost, whatever. But at some point I need to do. Uh, std literals, chrono literals, hour, and then I don't know how to do the next bit. I'm pretty sure it's, oh, unless if it's 477960, 477960, and then you do std literal. No, that wouldn't make sense. How the hell do you do this thing? Is it like this, and then you put your little value and you do that? Or is it like this, and then this? Wait, hang on. We're in a CPP file. We have the luxury of doing which will break the duration cost thing, but it's fine. I just want to use. Oh, sorry. No, not chrono. We want chrono literals. Yeah. Boo! Yeah, get out, std chrono literals. Nobody likes you. Sesh. Oh wait. Oh, it's not a literal. Oh. How do I mess up like that? That's so stupid. Oh. Alright. Okay. Okay, you caught me. I'll just comment this out for the time being. It doesn't really matter. Same thing with this. Doesn't really matter. So we have now dot times this last epoch minus 4 thingamajig. And if I do pw thingy, and then I run it again, we did something wrong. Maybe if I do oh, okay, amazing. You know what? We're at the hour mark. What did we accomplish? Not a lot. But that's fine. No, you know what? This is fine. Because honestly, I'll manage to be able to yap for like an hour. And I don't have to like worry about not having anyone like watch the stream and stuff. So I'd say I feel pretty good about myself. I do want to try to get streaming again, but the issue is the schedule. The scheduling is just like really hard to like set into, because I don't have that kind of luxury of I can just choose when to stream wherever. It's like I have to wait for my chance to stream, and sometimes I get a point where like I don't have the energy to stream. Like props to people who like are able to do it and like rot for like hours and hours just to be like gaming and like whatever. So yeah, it's a grind. It's an absolute grind. But I think I'll call it a day. I'll figure out what to do next, and maybe I'll be a bit more productive in this like hour session if I do this kind of stuff again. Maybe the next stream will be live. I don't know. So wait, sorry. Maybe the next session will be live. I don't know. Um, Overall, yeah. I'd say I'm just gonna call it a day. Uh, Thanks for watching, and see ya.